Okay, folks, this is going to be interesting to see if this works. I'm trying to get this set up. I'm hoping I can find what I'm looking for. I'm trying to set this up where you guys can see this a little bit better. Um, I'm trying to get my phone up there and running. Uh, this is all new to me, so bear with me. Let me check something real quick. Um, just trying to get this thing going. So I'm trying to play this out on my phone, but I can record, do both. Um, I'm hoping this will pop up. I'm not sure. There we go.
Targaryens are gone behind them all. Not all of them.
I got it. My reign has just begun.
Mute this one. Okay, can you hear me now? Give me a second. I've got to do something here. Hopefully this will work. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You know if you can hear me properly because I don't want to have too many echoes. Can you? Okay. 1, 2. Yeah, just figure this how to do this. Okay. I'm trying to set this up where you can see me on my phone, where I can also see the chat. So I'm going to have to bounce back and forth. I've got a bunch of stuff to set up. I've got some things set up over here that I set up some posts that I'm going to use in lieu of using trees, since I don't have a lot of trees in my backyard, other than that big one right there and a walnut tree way over there. So this is going to be adjusted, so bear with me. How's that look? That's too high, isn't it? That's too high. Dang it. I gotta go down. Let me try something here. Turning my things around and see if I can get this to work. Maybe I could tilt it, maybe. Bear with me, folks. I'm doing my best I can to get this set up. I am still way too high. Oh, that's about right. The camera's. So I am going to close out the video on this side so you can still hear me, but you're not going to see my picture on this side because it's a little bright. Okay. Okay. Now I've got. Well, actually, I'll do a count with a minus of one that belongs to Rob himself. So I'm not bringing it. I've got a tarp. I got a tile burst, a winter tarp, one that just says for $2.95, a super shelter mod. That's my copper spur, which will probably last. Yeah. That's a. I have no idea what that one is. That's my copper spur. A Terra Nova and a hammock, which I don't have all the straps for this one, so I probably won't set that. And another one right here. I may have forgot. This is actually the actual hammock. That one's not. So I'm going to be setting these up one at a time. The one is probably going to be last. It's going to probably be my copper spur, because a lot of the other ones I have to use hangers for. So I'll start off with the blue one, which is, it calls it a winter tarp, according to the says right here. I'm sorry, you can't see me very well. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry, I got one here. It says winter tarp. It's right here. So sorry you can't see me very well. So if I go off camera, I apologize. Now, this one here is a Dyneema one from Hammock Gear. I believe it is the standard one with doors, around $400, give or take. I paid, I think for that one, $2.95, $2.95, and I get to try to set this up best I can, because I've never set these up before, no instructions, and it is very windy out. I'm hoping that the two sizes that were listed on the website were 11 foot and 12 foot. I might be able to set this up without too many issues. I kind of put a 15 feet between these two poles back there, and hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll be able to get this figured out. So I can read a little bit of what's the chat is going on, but not much. Apparently, it showed up on my phone here, so This one's from, I'm not sure if you can even read this. It says hammockgear.com. I don't have the links for that, but I will try to put them after I'm done here, all in the description of where they're originally from, as well as the link to the thrift store where I work at temporarily because of my knee. So I'll be a little off on some things. Some of them do not have proper stakes and ropes, so I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get those up. So this is the first one, and like I said, this is the one they call the winter tarp. So your guess is as good as mine how well I'm going to set this puppy up. But it does have the tie outs for the doors and everything else. So hopefully I'm allow the wind to help me with a lot of this. The ropes, the big yellow ropes you see in the middle, are the off green ones. Those were actually an extra added on from the website. And the other one are a tie down or tensioner. I'm not sure. Well, you can see this right here. Yeah. Kind of looks like the Isle Raw a little bit. It's called the Wasp. And that's like a $19 item plus the string that come with it. So I'm learning how as I go here. So folks, this thing is freaking huge. I gotta figure out which way it's up and which way it's down. I kind of hope I can do this right. I do have some extra stakes that are over there by my pole over here that belong to Ian. And they do have a option for a center pole, which I will have to go get my hiking poles for that. I left those in my truck. Being as unprepared as I could physically be. I'm not sure how well you guys can hear me. But I never even have this up the bag fully focused. All new. There are two tips these blocks on. I've never used one before, so and yeah. Now, if this one turns out to be something that requires two of the hiking poles, I can go get mine real quick. Like I said, they're in my pickup. Carry with me. Go, and that's the top things I learned. I have to take that one off there and just put it on the ground. So I have to go get my hiking poles. I will be right back because, like I said, I didn't know I needed it for this one. I've never used it. Okay, sorry about that. I'm using my brand new hiking poles I got from Herbert T Outdoors, my Cascade Mountain Tech hiking poles. These are like the first time I've ever had them out of the bag, so I get to try to use them up for this for the first time. And hopefully this will work for what I need it for, because it looks like it's a tent style that uses trekking poles, the trekking pole tent. I don't know the exact height I need, but I'm gonna find out. I think. Now, that's on there. Don't laugh at me, make comments, whatever. I can't hear you, but if you want to come up, you're welcome to. But I can't make a lot of discussions right now. I'm trying to figure things out as I go. These are the stakes that Ian found in the trash over at Lake Belvedere. He found 19 of these. Pretty high end, but I think anyway. So, lines that you see here that I got to put that down. Supposed to be a putter of this kind of cord. That's it. Right here. Okay. Put the upside down, folks. So I got to figure out. I'd rather look like an idiot, figure it out while I'm on camera. So, see what happens. Forgive me if I don't see everything just right yet when you say it. That would work. I'd accept that there. Ron. Okay. I may have put this out in this point that I don't know how many find out as I go. They have to adjust the tape. Get the four corners down like that. I can figure out the rest. They come with doors, so that's pretty interesting. To see how that works. They come right here. These doors are able to tie together. The ties that are right here, so they can be tied back. Now, do I know if I'm doing this right? Nope. So I've never done this before in my life. It's all new to me. I'm sure anybody else who's done the major hiking probably knows more about this than I do. Just set this on the time. Well, patches and all that. I have no idea. Oh, I didn't find any setup instructions, folks, so bear with me. I got this guy. I'm gonna do this. That's what there. Crazier than crazy. I'm putting this up as a I have no idea. Now, will it stay up? No. I'm forgetting I have a tie right here. Now, I'm sure this is going to slide on me. I have no idea if it's going to work. Forget about it. Where? I don't know. They got some extra tie downs and stuff on here that I have never seen before. So it's all new to me. I'm going to find it out. Just like you guys are. If this is going to work at all. properly, so bear with me, folks. This is a temporary setup, and it may take me a bit. Let's figure it out. Okay. I'm getting somewhere. Where, I don't know. Because apparently this one is a temporary one for the door, which is on this side over here that fold in and they can tie down with those ties I'll show you. Now, whether this sets up properly or not, you can see that it can go right here. Tying it to this right now. Right, figure it out. Some kind of it does have tie downs on the sticks, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. Now there's supposed to be two doors on both sides, so I'm assuming go back this one on the other corner thing. It sets up like a cup pit, so it just needs to see how that works. I will be moving my phone in closer when I get these set up proper best I can. I don't know how well it's going to work. So I'll try it. Okay. I'm going to try to get the other hiking poles up, set up right, where I can get them underneath. But right now, it's getting pretty close to what it's supposed to look like. Now, they got extra strings, straps, and stuff right here. So this one's supposed to be a 11 or 12 foot. My two poles that I have holding these up are 8 feet apart, and halfway, probably about like here. That'd be about 12. That's 16 square feet. So the higher end, if you have the doors, same thing I did on the other side. This one's supposed to go right here. I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form on these. I'm learning as you see me do it. Now, whether it's perfect or not, but not bad for $2.95. Okay, this is a ridgeline test that could be tied back according to this right here. Now, how that works, I have no idea, but that's the gist of it. Hey, CR. Yep, it is made of Dyneema. Like I said, it's probably the 12th, according to my calculations, about a 12-foot tarp from hammockgear.com. A lot of backpackers and through hikers use this one, so these type of tents. I've got lots of stuff that's similar, but this one goes supposed to go through 2 trees, apparently. So that's what this one looks like. But it all folds down into this tube here, which ends up going into that's stuff sack. My stuff sack is where? Oh yeah, this little stuff sack right here. It says that it's a winter tarp. Look at that. Say that right here. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that or not, but it says winter tarp right here in hand. Someone wrote it in, and I'm going to give it a shot, putting it back in the tube and back into the bag. I'm going to leave the stakes where they lie. So this is all new to me. Now, normally this is put between trees. I don't have any trees back here. I don't have enough room up front to do all this properly. And there's way too many holes. Now, I'm going to try my best to take it apart. I have to connect it from the stakes. I guess I might put these in there because they didn't come with them. That's the only drawback with some of these parts that I have. None of them, with exception of my copper stern, had stakes. Some don't even have guidelines or anything. So I'm learning as I go to figure out how to set this up yet. I'm sure if I had more time and practice, I could set it up properly. But just to give you the gist of what it's about, hopefully, if it goes well, I get this thing untangled and put back in the bag. Especially with the wind being. They did add some extra stuff on the corner, give it a little bit more length. I'll show those off as I put it back in the bag. That way, what I was doing was the corner. But the Greek rope here that I'm messing with, it's something they bought extra from the website. Did not come with the what screen tightener. So that's Now the bag saw me pull this out there. So I do know that pull it off. But that's too tight. Now, hard to believe all that's going to go into that little slip side as well as that leg bag. You still have plenty of room left over. We've got side for their own sticks and stuff like that. It'll still fit a lot more stuff in there. Yes, the part. Probably going to start with the side here by the hip on because it's got a big end and a little end. So I get to have fun putting this in. Like I said, it's from hammockgear.com. I'm not sure well you guys can see that, the HG there. I've got to run this little rope in there first, and then I'm going to just basically slide everything in there from there. So I am considering seeing if I have room in there for something that might give me a little bit extra weight to slide this rope down here. I happen to have a pen right here on me. So let's see if this works. It's a temporary thing to help me get this through here without a lot of issues, hopefully. Now, I don't know how the person originally got this in here. It doesn't say, but the technique is I've seen them for hammocks, but not something like this. But like I said, I've never seen anything like this. It's a standard one with doors and tiebacks, according to the website. Looks like I'm threading a pair of sweatpants that need to restrung. It does look like a windsock, Ed. So I'm still learning how to do this. So now, whether I get it right, it remains to be seen. Some of these have these sleeves, some don't. I might do my copper screw next because it does require me doing a lot of tying up. It has its own stakes and poles and stuff, and it's supposed to be freestanding. Now there is another setup that I do have that's not mine, but I don't. I'm not going to be setting that up today, so I probably won't even get through all these because you saw the hassle it was for me to try to figure this out, how to do this. Now, would I go out and get this one on my own with my own, by Brand new? Probably not. I am a tent camper generally. That's why I got the Copper Spur. I got the Copper Spur 2. Um, if anybody wants to look it up, it's about $400, maybe $500. I am not putting out the ground sheet for that one for today because I'm just setting it up and tearing it down, so I'm not staying in it. So I may not be able to do all of them all at once. I may have to make a series of this every Sunday until I get them all figured out. You guys like that idea? Please let me know. Yeah, my ears ring enough. There's no way I'm staying out in this thing overnight yet. Not until I figure this out there, Rob. And as I go, I'm learning. So but somehow, some way, all this fits in here. Now, through hikers, if you're out there and you know what these things are from Hammock Gear, and you do the really minimal camp setups like this, let me know how you do it. Because I'm interested to know, where do you get the patience? Honestly, me, I'm a tent camper from way back. Anybody knows that I normally sleep in a French Army Commando tent, which I set up for trekking poles. This blows all that stuff out of the water price wise, but not necessarily ease of use. Yeah, that's a lot of work. And if you can do it, more power to you, guy or gal. So, but as I told people before when I first talked about these were something that came through. I could not just take the opportunity to pick them up for the price that I got them. So I'm probably going to like doing, like I said, a couple of these at a time because work involved, obviously, and I can't really bend very well because I got a bad. I've got a couple other things I could talk about down the road, but right now it's almost all the way in. That's closed. That's what the ends piece is. This is an extra expense too. For sorry, we'll get this right for these right here. Now there's two different options they had on here, so I don't know which one is which. So I'm gonna learn as I go. But I do know that the rope and this wasp is separate. Oh, okay. I did not know that, Rob. That's new to me. Thank you for the insight. That makes sense. So from now on, I know that. That's my neighbor's dog playing with his toy. So so that will never come off again. Stick with it. It's going into the bag as is. And like I said, it did not come with stakes. I'm sure that the person who donated these kept certain parts, such as the stakes and any other guidelines, as well as probably any cookware or something like this, but this is the high end stuff. So this is probably about $300 to $400 just for this one. But I believe it's the 12-foot one. And yeah, and it is also very windy. I'm sure that other people have set it up better, easier than I. Now there is a one hammock that I have and a setup for that. I also have a camp chair that I picked up, and the camp chair is about $150 by itself. And I've set that up on my live a couple of days ago, and it's really light. It's only thing is it's really short, and at the moment I can't kneel down to get into it because of my knee. But for the what it is, see if I got the price tag. You can read it on here. It was right here, but I believe they actually had it for $1.95. But the next one is the copper square tin. Like I said, I'm not setting up the ground sheet because I'm not going to be sleeping in it or anything. This is just setting up to show you what I got. They are in osprey bags, so don't ask me why they're osprey bags. Not sure how well you guys can see that. This is Big Agnes Copper Spur 2 right there. This is the first time I've actually taken it out of the bag too, folks. So I'm looking at this just like you are. It is a freestanding tent. And here's the Copper Spur 2 poles. And I got the stakes down here as well. Now, I do not have any setup instructions for this. So this is all new to me. And I've never had it set up before, never had the poles out of the bag. But it looks fairly simple, as long as it's not tangled up, and me being an idiot or anything like that. I may not even set it up with the stakes, but I don't know yet, so I get the stuff up and set up. So far, poles pretty decent. Now let's see about the body of this thing, which way's front, which way's back, and stuff like that. It does have two doors on one on either side. So I'm going to take this and spider it across all four corners. Assuming it fits in here like that. That's one. Two. 4. Now this one I can get behind for more than one reason. One, I understand tips because these set up fairly easily that I can tell. Now I've got one more other things on here that I don't know what it is. But I think this one here in the middle goes closer to the center, or I have it on backwards. I'm not sure. But that is fairly large tent. It's bigger than the one I've got. Mine's a two-man French Army Commander tent. So that's fairly large. Now, hopefully, when I get the next piece and figure out what to do with these pieces here, I think there's the tie back here, stuff like here. I think goes with the range line, which is in this one. One thing I got to figure out is which one's top, which one's bottom. Why they didn't zip it up when they got it, I don't know. Give you an idea which one's top, which one's bottom. There's the thing. We got two doors, one on either side. With it being windy, I am just figuring this out again. Okay, I got this backwards. Got this one. Oh, I think I might have to take it down. That's okay. Stay right here. That'll hold that point. If I could kneel, it'll probably be a lot easier. The vestibules are fairly large according to the website. I don't know if I'm going to do this right or not. I may have it sideways once again. I think the snap I just put in here, let's go over here and stuff like that. Should be one right here. Now, is this the perfect way to do it? I have no idea. First time setting this up without instructions. Is this a lot easier than the first one? Oh, I still may have this upside down. But I'll doubt it. That's basically it. And these are pulled out to the sides and unzip it. You can be on the inside. So these vestibules come out fairly long, about 3 feet or so. Rolled up. Together. I guess the closet right there or something. I have no idea. Told her me. But that's actually basically it. Red carpet. No, that would be the ground sheet, and that's in the house. I did, like I said, I'm not setting that up. No, this one is a Big Agnes Copper Spur 2. I picked it up for $4.95. They separated all the parts out, so I approximately paid $12 for this entire thing. That's including the poles, which are actually the poles were $1.95 and the stakes were $95, but the fly and the main body of the sheet of the tent was $4.95 each. I still have it written on here. But wait, there's more in here. Oh. Here's the ground sheet. So it actually came with one. I didn't know it did. So I got an extra ground sheet. So I bought an extra thing I didn't need. But this one here was the fly and the thing, and the price was $4.95. Sorry if I can't get that to show very well, but that's the fly. The body of the thing was $4.95 as well. But like I said, I paid less than $15 for it, and it's over $400. Hey, Doug, how you doing? Sorry for not putting all of them up, because like I said, I tried putting that first one up and it was a nightmare for me because I've never used one. But with some help from Rob, he gave me some suggestions, and now I know how to do some of the other stuff. I don't have trees here, so I'm using these poles here that I use for my archery range set up in conjunction with our newly put up clothesline to set up ridgeline tents. Give me a second here. I'm gonna try to tilt this back where you can actually see me. I'm not sure if I can do this. That's gonna be, there we go. Step back. Okay, now I do have some other things I could be doing it. I'm gonna try to do this every other week or so. It does have another one that I missed, which is right here, which I believe. Give me a second. Oh yeah. I missed a pole. Not sure if I did this right. I think I may have undone it on the other side. There we go. There you go. That's a little bit better. Now, if this is the right way, I don't know. If it's supposed to go above these or below these, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know it even came with one. So that's what I got for this. The first two. For like I said, first one is a standard door tent, door tarp from Hammock Gear. This is a Big Agnes Copper Spur 2. And between the two, I paid less than $20 just for those two things. Now, I do have, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more things to show off. Now, that's not including a couple other things that I can't touch because one of them belongs to Rob on the Road because he bought it. But there you go. For not knowing the instructions, I think I did pretty good. Now, I don't have a carry bag for these, which is really sucky. So I'm going to try to find another sack to put everything in so I can set it up properly and carry it around. Now, this one's going to go in my regular backpack setup where I go backpacking. I do have another tent, which I'll probably be setting up next weekend, and that is the Light Fighter 1. Now, that one is over there. Oh, my God, I forgot 2. The Light Fighter 1 is another one, and another one. So I've got 11 more things to show. So I will name them off to give you an idea of what's going to be coming up in the future. I think the Light Fighter 1 is probably going to be the last one I put up, but this is the Light Fighter 1. Highly rated on the Outdoor Gear Review. It does not have stakes, but I do have stakes I could use. I do have an underground hanger 11 will go with the hammock that I have, as well as one of these tarps will go with that as well, which those 3 items will go to Jenny's bug out bag. So the 3 of these items will be going to her. I'm not a hammock camper, so that's not going to happen. The other one of the other ones I have is a generic tarp camouflage. I'm assuming it's also from Hammock Gear, but I've never set that one up. And this one was $29.95. It's kind of hard to read because it's in red. It's right there, but it says $2.95. And it comes in these bags right here, the light AF bags. Now, I also have a Terra Nova Competition Type 2 tarp. I found this one out with a little research. So like I said, between all that stuff, just between the Big Agnes and the Light Fighter 1, that's over $900 right there. Not including the tarp I showed you the first time, which is probably about a $400 tent or tarp, and the other ones that I have as well. So I will waterproof test everything, Rob. I don't go out without making sure everything's waterproof anyway. Could just waterproof the crap out of it till it gains more weight. Well, I'm going to be using 3 of them are going to be Jenny's, like I said. The hammock, and a tarp for the hammock, and the under hanger. It does not have an under quilt, just the under hanger, which it's like a quilt protector. She does have a pillow. It's a what is it? Climate. She's got a Climate extra large sleeping pillow, which is she's going to have. I have the Luxe version, which is the bigger version of that. But I will show the next one off next week. The weather's like this, definitely going to be doing that. That way I can have a series. So this is the first of a series, apparently. What did I find on show off on Sunday? So what do you guys think so far? Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I'm hurting really bad right now. But I'm learning as I go. So I got my laptop over here. You probably hear the little echo in the background. So I'm just doing it so I could hear myself speak over here. But yeah, let me know, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe on this one. I really appreciate it. This series is going to be for the next at least 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. I may or may not have some more gear to throw in there as I go, because I do have a cot I can throw in there as well that I picked up. It was a Coleman. I paid about $8 for, and I will let you know that that might go with the Light Fighter, because the Light Fighter is supposed to be able to be cot compatible, so it's be able to sit on top of a cot. So that's going to be interesting to see how much that works. Definitely more content in the future. Yeah, I mean, for paying for less than $15 for all this, for those two, for this, just that. Normally they'd be one price, but they didn't have them in the same bag. They're all separate. But I will find a bag to put them all in. That way I can pack them that way. I think it's a really good deal. Never got to use my hiking poles, which is really sucky. But yeah. Well, if you're going to come down and visit me there, Rob, that'd be the best way to do it. But I can't guarantee you what you're going to find, because things are random. Because I've got people who are watching the stuff as they come in, and they let me know, and I'll try to snag them best I can. I've missed out on a lot of good stuff. I just came across a big pile of this stuff Monday before last, and I got lucky, and I started buying everything I could. A lot of this stuff I didn't get got bought up for the homeless, and yeah, I might, at least 1 or 2 of these might be giveaways. I have to wait and see. But like I said, 3 items are going to Jenny, no exceptions. That's mine, and the Light Fighter is mine. Now, whether I need a tarp for my other stuff, I don't know yet. But I am going to be doing a bug out bag, a bushcraft bag, and my backpacking bag. So that, plus Jenny's bug out bag. So those are 3 items, 4 items that I'm going to be separating things out for. Now, I have several other tarps sit here, so I can show you guys some, and you guys give me an idea what you want to see next week. hopefully, like I said, it's not raining. One of the things I have is a war bonnet cloud burst. I'm trying to get that where you guys can see it. War bonnet cloud burst. I have this is Jenny's hammock. Well, I think this is the it says it's a hammock, but I can't guarantee it because this one doesn't say anything and it's a hammock. And this one here, the bag comes from Colorado Outdoor Gear Supply. As far as I know, that place doesn't exist anymore. But this one is actually a hammock. So I don't have hammock straps, so I can't set this one up. So I'm probably going to get some for Jenny where she can actually have something, we can hang it up. We can actually try the trees out front because we do have two really nice maple trees out front. We can set it up. Now, this one here is the War Bonnet Eldorado hammock. Now, the one I was thinking about for my bug out bag, or maybe even my bushcraft bag, is my Z-Pack Hexamid tarp. So yes, you guys can look up the names. These, I will try to find links for all these so you guys can take a look at them yourself. That's a really expensive tarp. These next two, I have no idea because probably they're from Hammock Gear. This one here says Superfly Center Mod. This one here says Mountain Fly Center Pole Mod. This one was $2.95 for this one. That one was also $2.95. And then my chair right there. So if you're here, please let me know. Tell me what you think. Just like what I'm looking right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Minus 2, so 11. Well, with the chair, so probably 12. That's true. Also, if you are a veteran and you are in the Des Moines, Iowa area, stop in to the D.A.V. Thrift Store, which is the Disabled American Veteran Store. You do get a 20% discount as a veteran. I am temporarily furloughed out there because of my knee till I get surgery. And you guys may not know it or not, but I am hurting really bad right now. I'm not used to being on my feet this much without a cane. My cane is over that way somewhere. So what would you guys like to see next? I cannot set the hammock up because I don't have hammock straps. So that will probably have to be like one of the last ones. I do have, like I said, the Light Fighter 1, which is also a freestanding. I've got all the other super shelters and stuff like that. So those are going to be interesting to see how they turn out. All of it. Yep. Like total though, if I add all this stuff up, I paid less than $35 for all of these. And if I added up all what they're worth, not including the pillows, which were $50 a piece, and I got 3 of them. So that's $150 just for the pillows. I did have 3 pillows and stole one. One was a Cedar Summit, 2 are Climate. I also have 2 sleeping pads that are not here right now. They're in the house. One is a Big Agnes, So that's going to be Q Core SL. That's a 25-inch wide, 78-inch long sleeping pad. Also, there is a Thermarest sleeping pad in there as well. I'm giving that to my wife that she needed one for her bug out bag. That way she doesn't sleep on the ground. So, like I said, there's items that I haven't shown off yet. Okay. I didn't get any Sea to Summit sleeping pads. I just got the Big Agnes, and I got the Thermarest. I grabbed both of them. The Light Fighter one was an accident. I didn't even know what it was when I bought it. I just bought it because it doesn't say anything on the bag. But the bag is a additional expense that whoever bought it initially filled out when they bought it. But it comes with a fly, it comes with the ground sheet and the poles. It does not. I did not find the ropes or the stakes, but I have extra stakes and I can get ropes. That's not an issue. So there's that. I'm going to figure this out as I go. No, you have the what you bought from me, Rob, was the Big Agnes 3-wire bivy, and you paid $4.95 for it, and that's pretty cool considering how much it's like well over $300. So you got a really hell of a deal. And I will say, I think my skills for finding stuff at thrift shops has gone up in level. So there's that. But also stuff for bug out bags and bushcraft bags and just general backpacking stuff. I think I did really well as well. As two. Yeah. Oh, I know that, but you also got the 3-wire bivy too. You just bought it from me, or I bought it for you. It's sitting in there. I will not set that one up. Not unless you want me to, but I don't, I didn't want to mess with it because it belongs to you. Oh, I'm not tired, just sore. So, but I got to pack up, get all this back in the house, help my wife with the laundry. You can't see it, but I set up a new clothesline over here with her this morning. Our dryer is out, so we're doing our best. I think our puppy next door just threw his water bowl. But I am going to be heading out, folks. Yeah, so thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be ending both of them simultaneously. I'm going to start to end the one over there. You're going to see me, but you're not. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but okay. Okay, folks. Let me get this mute off. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to be heading out of here. So thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. I love you guys all. So I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.